It's Chris Bowling. What's happening?
Hey, CB. So an interesting topic today. We have seen now as we're in March, first part of the year, we've seen a lot of our prospective clients, larger employers, finally looking at a consultant evaluation, a broker selection in some fashion. And I think we're back into that cycle. I think that employers maybe thought about it before 2020 and have kind of just let things be because things were so chaotic, but some very significant organizations looking to see, am I getting what I need from my
Yeah.
consultant and broker? I think we have to be aware as well that we've got to continue to perform for our clients in order to be retained just as
Absolutely.
well. But hopefully this will lead us to some new opportunities to work with some really awesome companies. But what do you see that this, I think, driving that when you look at employers looking for to test the market or whatever they want to say, we're considering the abilities of our consultant. Why is that happening?
You know what you and I have heard three times in the last month? We want to make sure we're not missing out on an opportunity of something
Yes.
that's out there that we don't know about.
Yes.
And the problem that you and I have with that philosophy is, how is the relationship working today, right?
Yeah.
Because you can explore any opportunity you want to with your current advisor. If
Yep.
they're at 90% and you're trying to get to the 100%, you know, all brokers are going to be a little bit better in this area, maybe a little bit worse
Yep.
in this area. So I think where we want this conversation to go today is, if you're kicking the can to kick the can, don't.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
you and I have very strict guidelines that we're not going to reply to just any RFP. That's a total waste of time.
Correct.
Um,
There needs to be an understanding from the organization of what they're trying to accomplish through that. If they're just doing it because they have to, or they're just doing it to see who wants to respond, that's not that we can't help them.
no,
And I think that's something that is reality. If you're not wanting to dig in and really improve the performance of your plan across the whole spectrum of opportunity, we're not the right fit for you.
yeah, I refuse to go through a process where we're going to all roll in our enormous tool chest and we're going to show you all the bright shiny tools that we have and
Yeah.
hope that one is a little bit more shinier than the next person, because
Yeah.
you know it really goes back to what you said. What do you need, right?
Yes.
Because everyone has a tool, but having a deeper understanding of where you might not be thinking that you're at a higher performing state, the more we
Yeah.
can understand that, the better we are. I think one of the things that I love that we do is, we use that example. If you had a 50% increase in your stop loss or you're fully
Yeah.
insured, who's going to be
Yeah.
in that room? And that's the people we want to talk to, because the perspective of compliance is a great example. We talked about this yesterday. You
Yes.
have a CEO that's like, I don't think we're compliant at all. You've got HR. It's like,
Yes.
of course we're compliant. And then you have a
We're
CFO.
doing we're doing everything.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the CFO was sitting in a round table hearing about all the nightmare lawsuits going on. So he's like, "There's no
Yes.
way we are compliant." So I think
Right.
I think that's the other thing I love about is building a process where you're getting all these people in one room, so you all have an understanding of what do you need in your role to help this
To
plan
be
perform
successful.
better, right?
Yeah. No, that's exactly it. And we've had some opportunities to go through that type of discussion, and also the organization needs to do an RFP just because of the nature of the organization. But us
Oh,
having an understanding of how can we help you will help us tailor our response versus, again, we're the best at offering technology, but you don't need it because you already pay for it, doesn't help that organization. So
right.
I think you're right. Those organizations that are truly looking to make a change with their consultant or to find out if their consultant is performing well are diving in not only to the efficiency of HR and some of their responsibilities and how do we make their job easier, but
Yeah.
they're really looking at the financial performance of the plan, because you can't continue to see health insurance increases as we've seen without really attacking that root cause. If those two things are in line and you've got financial and HR in the leadership of the organization willing to do something different and understand what the best companies are doing, there's a way to help them.
Yes, we've
And if
got
not, that's okay.
Right. I mean, how are you benchmarking yourself to the highest performing plans out there? That tells you if you need to go through this, right?
Yes.
Where if you're
Yes.
performing great and everyone's happy and your employees understand the benefits that you have and they feel
Probably
valued,
don't need to do anything different.
you're great.
Yeah.
Stay the course,
And it's,
save everybody
yes.
50 hours. Right.
Yeah. And I think that's where we've been able to help our newest clients is we found something that they really needed. We were able to deliver on it, but we were able to deliver on it in the way that was most impactful to them. And there's been opportunities where we said, you know what, you're working with a great firm. Let
Yes.
them continue on because this isn't a fit for us. This isn't a fit for you. Why waste the time? So it's interesting to see where this will go with some of these opportunities, but I think we've felt better about our ability to really help an employer.
Completely agree. Great discussion. For anyone out
Absolutely.
there that is exploring this process, if you just want our opinion, we are happy to give it. There's no
Absolutely.
pressure to move forward, but we're seeing a lot of
Yeah.
companies go through a process that is wasting a enormous amount of time. And you're going to stick with your
Yeah.
same consultant. Maybe you've got a great firm. Maybe you just have a great relationship. Stay the
Yeah.
course. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All
Thanks,
right.
CB.
Thank you, buddy. We'll see you.